Hello students, today I am going to discuss Cambridge A-level chemistry October-November 2023 paper 11 and 13. Please subscribe, like and share my channel. Let's move. Number 1, sodium azide NaN3. Sodium azide is an explosive used to inflate airbags in cars when they crash. It consists of positive sodium ions and negative azide ions. What are the numbers of electrons in sodium ion and the azide ion? So this is the formula, sodium azide NaN3. NaN3, this is the chemical formula of sodium azide. So if you ionize sodium Na plus, azide ion N3 minus, sodium is plus, azide is minus. So now number of electrons sodium ion, and sodium atom has 11 electron, so plus 1 means 1 electron less, so 11 minus 1, sodium ion has 10 electrons. And azide ion nitrogen, atomic number 7, so 3 nitrogen, 7 times 3, 21 electron, minus 1 means 1 electron more, so it will be added. Total number of electron will be 22 electron. 7 times 3, 21 plus 1, negative 1 means 1 electron is more, so 21 plus 1, total number of electrons is 22. Answer B is the correct answer. Next, number 2. The graph shows the variation of the first ionization energy with proton number of some elements. The letters used are not the actual symbols for the elements. This is y-axis first ionization energy and x-axis is the proton number. So you are asking which statement about the element is correct, and this is the D is the correct answer. You see, the small decrease from U to V is due to the repulsion between paired electrons. And you see, this is the group 1. Group 1 has the least first ionization energy. Group 2, group 3, group 4, group 5, group 6. And the first ionization energy of group 6 is less than 5. So that's why 5 to 6 a small decrease from U to B. This is reason for the repulsion of paired electron. You see here, U group 5, say nitrogen 1s2 2s2 2p3, p orbital 1 1 1, half filled. Here there is no electron paired, but oxygen, you see group 6 O8 1s2 2s2 2p4, so p4, p orbital is 3, so in one electron pairing occurs. If electron spin pairing occurs, so there is repulsion. As there are repulsions, so less energy is needed to remove electron. That's why this is the answer D. The small decrease from U to V is due to the repulsion between paired electrons, this group 6 p4. So one p orbital is in one p orbital, two electrons are in paired, so there is repulsion. That's why a small decrease from group 5 to group 6. Answer D. Next, number 3, aluminum carbide reacts readily with aqueous sodium hydroxide. The two products of the reaction are sodium aluminate and a hydrocarbon, one hydrocarbon only. Water molecules are also involved as reactants. So what is the formula of the hydrocarbon? Aluminum carbide reacts with alkaline sodium hydroxide to form sodium aluminate plus methane. So answer is the A. Methane is the hydrocarbon. 4. Number 4, a sample of 35.6 gram of hydrated means with water, sodium carbonate contains 25.84% sodium ions by mass. When this sample is heated, anhydrous sodium carbonate and water are formed. So which mass of water is given off? If you calculate, you will get answer C, 14.4 gram. So you can see calculation here. First, sodium carbonate contains 2 sodium ion and carbonate ion plus x mole water. Now you see mass of sodium ion. Total mass is 35.5, 25.84%. So 35.5 of 25.84% will be 9.20 gram. So mass of sodium 35.6 of 25.84%, because percentage is given here. Total 35.56, sodium contains 25.84%. So I also showed here, you can see 9.2 gram is the mass of sodium. Now you can calculate moles of sodium ion, mass divided by molar mass. Sodium Na is 23, so you get 0.42. So moles of carbonate will be half. This 2 mole, this carbonate is 1 mole. Carbonate mole is the half of sodium ion. So moles of carbonate ion 0.40 divided by 2, 0.20. Now mass of carbonate ion, number of mole into molar mass of carbonate ion. Carbonate 12, oxygen 16 times 3, total 60. So mass of carbonate ion, you will get 12 gram. Now mass of water given off, total mass 35.6 minus sodium ion mass 9.2 minus carbonate ion 12 gram. So if you calculate, you will get mass of water given off 14.40 gram. 14.40 gram. You can see also here plus X is 2O. So first, mass of sodium ion, this is the 35 of 6 of 25.84%, 9.2 gram. Moles of sodium ion, mass divided by molar mass, you get 0.4. Moles of carbonate ion is this 2 mole, this 1 mole, half of this, so 0.20 gram. Mass of carbonate, number of mole into molar mass, 12 gram. So now mass of water given of total mass minus mass of sodium ion minus mass of carbonate ion, 14.40 gram. Next, solid aluminum chloride sublimes at 178 degrees centigrade, whose structure best represent the species in the vapor at this temperature. And you know, aluminum chloride exists as dimer. Dimer means Al2 aluminum chloride plus aluminum chloride. Two molecules join together to form Al2 Cl6 dimer. So in the state they form two dative bonds. So here A is the correct answer, because this chlorine, you know, aluminum is a group 3 element, so it can form 3 covalent bond. Now you see this aluminum 1, 2, 3, and so this bond, this chlorine donates is one lone pair electron to form one dative bond, and this chlorine gives one lone pair electron to this aluminum to form another dative bond. So when two aluminum chloride molecule join together to form dimer, they form two dative bond. This is the A is the correct answer. Why B is wrong? Here aluminum gives electron lone pair. No, this is wrong. Chloride ion will give electron, and this is not dimer, this is ionic. So A is the correct answer. Now see number 6, which row is correct? Shapes of hydroxonium ion H3O plus, this is, you know, pyramidal shape. Why? Because water H2O have two lone pair, so when it reacts with any hydrogen ion, it gives one lone pair of electron to H plus to form H3O plus ion, and one lone pair left. So now center H3O plus, center atom is oxygen, it has 3 hydrogen, 3 bond pair and one lone pair. And you know, if molecule has 3 bond pair and one lone pair surrounding the central atom, the shape will be pyramidal and bond angle 107. So A is the correct answer, pyramidal. Now sulfur dichloride, you see sulfur is a group 6 element, so it forms 2 bond here to chlorine. As sulfur is a group 6 element, so it has 6 electrons in its outer shell. 2 bond form, remaining 4 electron, 2 lone pair, 1 lone pair, 2 lone pair. So as 2 bond pair and 2 lone pair, this shape will be V shape or bend shape, I mean non-linear. That is, as there is lone pair, so this molecule is not linear, non-linear. Now A is the correct answer. H3O plus and pyramidal, because there are 3 bond pair and 1 lone pair electron, and HCl2 sulfur dichloride is non-linear. Why? There are 2 lone pair and 2 bond pair, that's why. Now number 7, when an evacuated tube of volume 400 centimeter cube is filled with gas at 300 Kelvin and 101 kilopascal. The mass of tube increased by 0.65 gram. Assume the gas behave as an ideal gas. What is the identity of the gas? Answer is argon. How? You know, PB equal nRT, ideal gas equation. So PB equal n number of mole mass divided by mR RT. So mR equal m RT PB. So m mass is given 0.65, R 8.31, T 300 Kelvin, P 101 kilopascal. So 101 times 1000 pascal, and 400 centimeter cube, 400 divided by 10 to the power 6 meter cube, you will convert it. So if you calculate, you get 40.1. so this is the molecular mass of argon, Ar 39.9. this means nearly 40. So answer is A is the correct answer. Next, nitrogen and carbon monoxide both have molecular mass 28. The boiling point of nitrogen is 77 Kelvin. The boiling point of carbon monoxide is 82 Kelvin. What could be responsible for this difference in boiling points? Why this is the different? This is answer is A. Carbon monoxide molecules have a permanent dipole. Why? Because carbon monoxide, carbon is positive, oxygen is negative. You know, oxygen is more electronegative than carbon. So carbon monoxide molecules have permanent dipole, and nitrogen molecule is non-polar. Nitrogen and 2 triple bond. So 2 nitrogen, their electronegativity is same. So this is non-polar molecule. That's why their boiling point is different. Nine. Which statement about enthalpy change is correct? This is the correct right answer. Enthalpy change of neutralization are always negative. That means enthalpy of neutralization is exothermic, because any neutralization reaction, hydrogen ion reacts with hydroxide ion to form water. So here bonds are formed. That's why this is always exothermic. I mean, enthalpy change of neutralization are always negative. Why A is wrong? Enthalpy change of reaction are always negative. No, sometimes it may be positive. B. Enthalpy change of combustion are always positive. No, this sometimes are positive, sometimes are negative. Not true. Enthalpy change of formation are always positive. No, it's negative formation. Number 10. What is the definition of a standard enthalpy change of neutralization? Enthalpy of reaction when an aqueous acid and aqueous alkali react to produce 1 mole of water. Yes, enthalpy of neutralization means when acid reacts with alkali to form 1 mole of water. That's why this is the correct answer. So A is wrong. When 1 mole of an aqueous acid is neutralized by an aqueous alkali. No, 1 mole of water will be formed. when 1 mole of alkali is neutralized by an aqueous acid. This is not complete, so D is the correct answer. Next, (11) hypochlorous acid is the molecule that kills bacteria when chlorine is added to water. The following reaction produces this molecule. Chlorine reacts with water to form chloric 1 acid or hypochlorous acid, hydrogen ion, chloride ion. Which statement about this reaction is correct? Here answer is A is correct. Chlorine is both oxidized and reduced. Why? Here chlorine oxidation number 0, here chlorine plus 1, here chloride minus 1. This is true. This is correct answer because chlorine 0 to plus 1 means oxidize, chlorine 0 to minus 1 reduce. Chlorine is both oxidized and reduce. Why B is wrong answer? Chlorine is oxidized but not reduced. No, this is wrong. Hydrogen is both oxidized and reduce. No, hydrogen here plus 1, here plus 1, here plus 1. Same. So A is the right answer. Now 12. Nitrogen dioxide exists in equilibrium with dinitrogen tetroxide. This is exothermic reaction. Which condition gives the greatest percentage of dinitrogen tetroxide at equilibrium? Greatest, this more. So you see pressure. Here 2 mole gas, 1 mole gas. So high pressure definitely. High pressure, if you high pressure use, equilibrium will move from left to right to decrease the number of mole. So N2O4 greatest percentage will form. And as reaction is exothermic reaction, so low temperature, if you decrease temperature, if you use low temperature, equilibrium will go from left to right, so more dinitrogen tetroxide will be produced. Next, number 13. When an equilibrium mixture of hydrogen and iodine react, the mole fraction of hydrogen iodide in the final mixture is X. The mole fraction of is X. So what is the equilibrium constant Kp for this reaction? The mole fraction of ASI in the final mixture is X. Okay. This equation first you write, answer is C. How you get C answer? You see, initial mole 1, 1, 0. There is no product. Moles at equilibrium, if 1 minus X, this will be 1 minus X, this will be as X reacts, so this will be 2X, double mole is product. Now total mole, you will get 2 mole. Partial pressure of hydrogen iodide, mole fraction of hydrogen iodide times total pressure. PT means here total pressure. So you get XPT. This is the partial pressure of hydrogen iodide. Now partial pressure of hydrogen equal partial pressure of iodine, mole fraction times total pressure. So you get this. Now you write expression Kp, and if you put values, you get the answer 4x square 1 minus x whole square. This is the C is the right answer. Next, (14). In reaction 1, a student measured the initial rate of production of carbon dioxide when copper to carbonate is added to 50 centimeter cube 0.1 mole per dm cube nitric acid. In reaction 2, the student repeat the experiment using 50 centimeter cube, volume same, concentration is more 0.5 mole per dm cube nitric acid, and the same mass of copper to carbonate, same mass on both experiment. In reaction 1 and the reaction 2, the acid is in excess and samples of same copper to carbonate powder used. Which row is correct? Rate of reaction 1 divided by rate of reaction 2, answer is D is correct, less than 1. Why? Because as reaction 2 more concentrated nitric acid is used, so denominator value will be greater. So if say 1 divided by 2, so this will get 0.5, rate of reaction will be less than 1. Also, initial number of effective collisions in reaction 1, and as concentration is more in experiment 2, so effective collision will be more. So if you divide by a smaller value by a greater value, so you will get less than 1. That's why this is the correct answer. Then 15, the forward reaction of a reversible reaction is exothermic and has an activation energy of plus 30 kilojoule per mole. The reverse reaction proceeds by a mechanism that is the exact reverse of the mechanism of the forward reaction. Which statement about the activation energy of the reverse reaction is correct? As activation energy 30 forward reaction, so reverse reaction will be more than. So answer will be D. The activation energy for the reverse reaction is greater than plus 30 kilojoule per mole. And why, you see, so this is exothermic reaction, this is 30 plus 30 activation energy. So if reverse reaction, this is reverse reaction will go, activation energy will be 30 plus x is more. So the activation energy for the reverse reaction is greater than 30 plus 30 kilojoule per mole, 30 plus x. That's why this is the right answer. Next, 16, X, Y and Z are elements all found within group 3, group 13, group 14, group 15 of the periodic table. Group 3, group 4, group 5 means X is the same group in the periodic table as Y. I mean X and Y same group. Y and Z are in the period 3. Y and Z are period 3. Now the first ionization energy of X is greater than the first ionization of Y. X is greater than Y. So here X, boron is X, as boron is above in the same group, so boron has greater first ionization energy than Al, aluminium. Then the melting point of Z is less than the melting point of Y. So Y is aluminium, Z, Y and Z period 3. So the melting point Z is less, so Z will be phosphorus as group 15. So Z, phosphorus, has less melting point than aluminium, Y, and Y and Z both forms chlorides which are white solid. Y, aluminium chloride, white solid, and Z, phosphorus chloride, white solid. This white solid reacts with water to produce solution with a pH less than 7, means acid. So aluminium chloride dissolve water to produce hydrogen ion, this is acidic, and phosphorus pentachloride dissolve in water to produce phosphoric acid, so pH less than, phosphoric acid, so pH less than phosphoric acid, and hydrochloric acid, so pH less than 4 is the right answer, correct answer. Now 17, which row about silicon and magnesium and their ions is correct? D is the correct answer. You know, the radius of silicon ion is smaller than the radius of magnesium ion. Magnesium, silicon is the right of magnesium, and you know, across the period ionic radius decreases. And why silicon is less? Magnesium has 12 proton, silicon has 14 proton. Magnesium has 2 shell, ion has 2 shell, silicon 4 plus also 2 shell. So silicon nucleus has more proton, so nucleus attract 2 electron shell more strongly. That's why silicon ion, radius of silicon ion is smaller. And silicon has greater nuclear charge than magnesium. This is the reason. Next, 18. Bromocresol green is an acid base indicator. Below a pH of 3.8 it is yellow. Above pH 5.4 it is blue. So between these values is green. Less than 3.8 below yellow, more than 5.4 blue, alkaline blue, acid yellow. Bromocresol green is added to the aqueous solution form when the chlorides of element T is added to water. The color becomes yellow. So this means pH close to 3.8 acid. When an excess of the solid oxide of element U is slowly added to this yellow solution, the indicator turns green then blue. pH increases, goes to alkaline. Which row could identify element T and element U? Now you see element T is the right answer, correct answer, silicon, and element U sodium. Why? You see silicon tetrachloride, if you add water, silicon dioxide and hydrochloric acid is formed. That's why pH 3.8, and this is the color is yellow. If you add U, I mean sodium oxide, then sodium oxide reacts with water to produce sodium hydroxide alkaline. So pH increases more than 5.2. That's why become blue. So answer is A is the right answer. That means first acid is produced, so pH 3.8 close to, then alkali is produced, pH above 5.4 and becomes blue. Next, which row correctly describe the separate reaction of calcium and strontium with water? So you see, calcium reacts with water to produce calcium hydroxide plus hydrogen. Strontium also reacts with water to produce strontium hydroxide plus hydrogen. Substance reduce water. Why? Because here hydrogen oxidation number +1, here element 0, so water is reduced. Substance oxidize, calcium or strontium is oxidized because here calcium oxidation number 0, strontium also 0, here calcium +2, strontium +2, so calcium or strontium is oxidized. And more vigorous reaction will be strontium plus water, because strontium is below then calcium in the same group, down the group reactivity increases, so strontium reacts vigorously with water. Next, L and M are both compounds of group 2. L, M are both soluble in water. When solution of L and M are mixed, two soluble solutions are mixed, a white precipitate is produced. What could be L and M? So A is the right answer. Why? Barium chloride is soluble, barium chloride aqueous, plus magnesium sulfate also soluble, magnesium sulfate aqueous. They react to produce barium sulfate white precipitate and magnesium chloride aqueous solution. So this is the right answer A. But if B, barium sulfate, this is wrong. Barium sulfate is not soluble. And magnesium nitrate, magnesium chloride. So barium nitrate, magnesium nitrate will be produced, no precipitate will form. Barium carbonate already solid, magnesium nitrate soluble. So this is the right answer is A. Barium chloride soluble, magnesium sulfate soluble also. Both two soluble salt, when react they form barium sulfate, a white precipitate is formed. So this is the A is the right answer. Thank you dear students.